For anyone looking to get into digital marketing, it's a great career that you can get yourself into without any kind of real education or training or anything like that. There's lots of people who go to university and college to learn digital marketing, and it's not always the best solution for you. The reason I say that is that the digital marketing landscape changes that so frequently that what they're telling you in colleges and universities is several years out of date and may not necessarily work. You can learn and develop your own skills, and there's always going to be someone out there who's looking to utilise those skills, whether it's very basic, copywriting skills, or whether you want to be a web designer, social media person. There's so many opportunities within digital marketing that you can get yourself into without any real form of academic education. It can be self-taught. There's loads of YouTube videos out there, loads of training courses and stuff like that you can buy, and it's an easy route in for anyone, whether you're a young kid leaving school, whether you're a single parent looking to earn some cash on the side while your kid's at school, and even people with disabilities and whatnot. It's a great career choice where you may not want to travel to an office. You can work freelance, and be very good at link building, SEO, pay-per-click, copywriting, social media, and you don't always have to be there. Many of these digital marketing agencies are outsourcing a lot of that work, and it's not because they're lazy and don't want to do the work. There's just it's not always the best option to have someone in-house. Lots of digital marketing agencies are seeking young talent because technology and digital marketing is not something that everyone's that good at. So if you do have a skill, there's a great career opportunity for you in the digital marketing world. Personally, for myself, I left school with no education, no standard grades, nothing, and was in a few dead-end jobs that had nothing at all to do with digital marketing. I didn't like being spoke to by bosses, speaking down to me, telling me when I could and couldn't go on holiday, when I could and couldn't take a day off, and all that kind of stuff. And I ended up going on to being a freelancer, building up my own digital marketing agency, then get on to do what I do now, which is a lot of affiliate marketing, buying and selling websites. So the opportunities are there. I personally didn't like having a boss, so I had to reshape my skills and learn to be able to make money so that I didn't have to have a boss. So digital marketing offers that opportunity for anyone. The digital marketing world is a fast moving industry, and as I said earlier, the methods, the technology and everything else is changing constantly. Google are updating their algorithms and there's new ways of working all the time. So people often ask me, how do you keep on top of it all? Where does this information come from? And you can look at blogs, you can look at various other people, on YouTube and stuff like that, and that can also hamper your ability to grow. There are guys on YouTube who are just selling stuff, they don't really know what they're doing, and stuff like that. For me personally, I go to networking events, conferences, private masterminds. I speak at conferences, and although I'm going to speak at a conference, I often find that I'm learning a lot from the kind of after part of the conference where people are networking and stuff. I'm still picking up. For example, last year I spoke at an event called Chiang Mai SEO over in Thailand, and there was 10 of us speaking. Went there as a speaker. Hopefully I delivered some good knowledge to the people that were watching, but equally what I learned from the networking side was outrageous. Just some of the guys that are there, digital nomads who are working at severe scale, outsourcing stuff. They're doing everything very, very well and working very, very smartly. It's just amazing to learn from these guys, and I think there's a lot of speakers as well at these events who are only prepared to give that information away to people at those events, at the networking thing. They don't want people sitting watching on YouTube, sitting in their boxer shorts at home or whatever. So I think you've also got to invest in yourself. If you want to learn and develop, you have to get up and go out to these events. There's lots of people sitting in the house that don't want to go out, they don't want to talk to people, they don't want to network, and that's where you're going to think that you're doing great and you're not. You have to get out and speak and see what other people are doing. You can't have the big ego thinking that you've got it all and you're killing it and making £3,000 a month or something like that, which is progress and stuff like that. But there is guys out there earning a lot more than that and doing it a lot easier and smarter than you are. So I would always encourage people to spend the money going to these conferences. You may think that digital marketing is going to be something that you never get to the top of, or you can't do this, that or the next thing. A lot of people have this misconception. Although I've been in this industry for 17 years, I've only been speaking at conferences for 2.5 years and been able to build my profile up to a reasonable level in that short period of time. Prior to that, I owned a digital marketing agency and worked in the background. Didn't want to have a kind of public facing role. I thought I was being smart, hiding in the background, scaling up and having loads of staff, and that wasn't the best option for me because it ended up building up a business around the skills that I had, but my business needed me and I was working in the business rather than on the business. So for you to be able to make money online, it's really entirely up to whether you want to do a lot of work or whether you want to manage the business. And for me, I think I was dying, building up staff, but centering everything around about me. I didn't want to let go of the kind of control. I wanted everything to go through me. And one day I woke up, I didn't wake up, I was in the office and it was 3:30 in the afternoon and my head was spinning. I hadn't done a single bit of work and all I was dealing was with crap from staff members, migrating me, people pulling up sick, clients migrating me on the phone. So I think getting processes and delegating a lot of tasks. Delegation is really one of those important things. You should have someone to answer the phone. You should have someone to reply to your emails. You should have someone doing your content writing. You should have someone paying your invoices and all of these kind of other tasks. 95% of what you do in digital marketing can be delegated out to someone else. Also be aware that in this industry, people make mistakes. I've made more mistakes than anyone out there. Set up online businesses that have been total failure because I've not researched them enough. There's loads of different reasons why you would potentially fail. People make mistakes all the time, and I've made more mistakes than anyone. I've probably made 50 bad websites before I've made a good money website, and be prepared to make those mistakes. Do take it on the chin, see it as part of your education. Don't be fearful of going ahead and trying something out, spending a few quid on it. At the end of the day, I've also bought rubbish training courses and stuff like that, and I still buy people's training courses to this day just in case I'm missing something or I want to understand something I'm not too sure about. So make sure that you do invest. It's not always going to pay off and give you a massive return on investment. You'll learn from it and you'll cut out the mistakes and you'll come across a niche or an idea that's going to work very well for you. So don't be afraid to make those mistakes. We all do them. We don't really want to talk about them, and we want to pretend that everything we touched all turned to gold and stuff like that, but sadly that's not how it works. In this industry, anyone can be successful. The reason that most of the guys that I know that have been successful is the hunger and desire to succeed. There's so many people out there who think they can't do it, you're full of negative thoughts, or they're surrounded by negative people. There is enough money for everyone to make a healthy living out there. All you really need is the underlying fight and desire to go and make it happen. A lot of guys out there that are successful have been probably in a similar position to you, where they've not had a clue what they're doing and they've just went ahead and blagged it and then worked out how to do everything. And I think that's something that I've done. It was telling people I was an SEO and it probably wasn't, and then going away and researching and understanding and implementing stuff, and got good at it. And I think that's what you have to do, is take action. And there's a lot of other successful guys, whether it's in the kind of sports industry or the business industry, guys like Sir Alex Ferguson, Lord Sugar, Richard Branson, Muhammad Ali, Cristiano Ronaldo. Guys are just born winners. They don't sit there and sulk. They'll fight and shout and scream and whatever it takes to win. All they really had was an underlying desire and hunger to be successful, and they wouldn't let anything else step in the way. They all just had a really positive mindset, and that's what you need in any walk of life, whether it's digital marketing, football, boxing, business. You have to have a positive mindset and make sure that you go and grab the opportunity. There's no one else up there with any God-given right to be the best digital marketing guy. That can be yourself. You just have to put yourself out there. You have to talk in stages. You have to invest in yourself. You have to talk to the right people. You have to delegate, and you can make an absolute fortune and a killing, and anyone else can as well. You just got to go and take action on that.